My bad, y'all. Okay, boom. We back on another one. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Which host with the most King Truth, Husenberg, me, bro. I want the word, I want the flow. We coming to you live, man. 12:10. You're missing the beat. Wack calling out the game, man, for the comments that he had said when he was on back on Fig that allegedly he pulled the strap out on Wack a couple years back. And the reason why he had to cut ties with Wack business wise, is because of different bookings that were not able to be done because of the relationship that he had with Wack100. So we're gonna get right into this. It's gonna be another clip from the answer, man. Shout out to the answer. Um, yeah, man, we're gonna get right into this. But before we do, make sure you follow me on Kick, Twitch, Discord, IG, TikTok, Rumble, hype, hit the notification bell so you know when we live. Let's get into the content. I ain't mean to yell, y'all. Hold up. Not yell, but I didn't mean to do that. Let's get into the content. One more time. Let's get into the content.
Now Wack is you know what I'm saying? I didn't know he'll become famous, homie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A famous manager. You feel?
You know, if you don't want your manager like all on the podcast, hey, but look, Wack, nigga, Wack, y'all like Wack.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, The Answer. Hope everybody enjoyed the holiday, man. We back to it. Remember what Game said about Wack? Now Wack going to address that, plus the Jim Jones podcast. Let's get to it.
So what was that Game was talking about? That had me rolling. Like, what he talking about?
Game, what he say?
Now Wack is you know what I'm saying? I didn't know he'll become famous, homie. You know what I'm saying? A famous manager. You feel?
You know, if you don't want your manager like all on the podcast, hey, but look, Wack, nigga, Wack, y'all like Wack. These be going back and forth with Wack, and Wack is with all the boys. But Wack, nah, nigga, Wack don't scare me. I'll Wack little ass up. On me. Pull up and catch these hands, Scrappy dude.
No, he said if you pull up, he'll propose on you. That's the shit right there.
No, he said,
the game. That's the link right there.
He said Wack is a grown man. He gonna say what he want to say about who he want to say it. That don't mean I feel that way.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not asking you funny questions. I'm just asking you like, you know.
Say about what I want to say. That don't mean Wack feel that way. He said, but I tell you what, all you gotta do is pull up on it, and I'm gonna guarantee you it's gonna get hot. That's what.
Nah, yeah, you're right.
So
yeah,
what
right,
I'm saying is this, like for instance, right? If I'm getting into it with Jim Jones, right?
Right.
And Jim hit Game and say, hey, Game, I'm trying to get you to do this, right? I'm not going to tell Game not to do it. If it's beneficial for the Game need to do or he owe Jim a favor, then Game going to do it.
Nah,
right?
That's a fact.
But
that's
then
a fact.
you going to tell Jim, don't ask me nothing about Wack unless you want me to call him over here. You know what I'm saying? If you calling me.
With that little podcast in the Bronx, like, I ain't going to lie, he been bringing in, he trying to flick that. He trying to, like, formulate
No,
a
but this
team.
is the crazy part. Jim was the main saying, you podcast. Now, guess what? You're a podcast.
Yeah. Right, though. He right, though.
Yo, this why academics like, yo, I ain't come over there in y'all lane. You go here in my lane. All you y'all rapping, academics are trying to rap. I was doing what I'm doing. Now you come over here telling me what I can and can't say.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas is saying that academics wouldn't even be talking the same way if he didn't have that type of money that he could play with to hide behind. I ain't gonna lie.
Who hide? Ack ain't hiding.
I was just about to say,
everybody know where
Ack ain't hide, gang.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say hiding. That's the wrong word.
Listen to me.
No, hell no. We ain't gonna do that.
Listen to me, bro.
Go ahead.
Everybody know where Ack's house is at. They know where his office is at.
Yeah, that's the wrong word.
No. See,
that ain't always had bread. He been talking like that with Chicago.
This why y'all got to stop looking at these fake rappers as gangsters. When a know where your place of business is at and where you lay your head, ain't no hiding.
Yeah, that's out the. Yeah, that's over.
There's no hiding.
I mean, if you got 15 security guards in front of your estate, and they can't play with you.
You know what 15 security guards mean? Listen, that's a driver. Listen to me, bro. No, listen, that's a driver and two.
Once we got the drop,
one stick and one extendo clip. That's it. In a muffler.
It don't matter.
Talk to him.
Because I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. 90% of security guards are big bodies. When them Michael Jordans get to flipping, them go get somewhere. They gonna go. So all you gotta do, what you do is this. You had a with the, he gonna move the crowd. Then with the extendo and the muffler, he on the target.
He's precise.
Once the crowd splatters, you got one on move the crowd, you on the target. That's all that means. So I don't want to hear all that. Once you know what work and what stay, at that point,
say that because them bodyguards with them things they ain't getting past Big Tim. Niggas ain't getting past the silverback gorilla. Niggas ain't getting past that silverback gorilla. Niggas ain't getting behind that.
Around with no 15 security. That's cap. I'm tired of ass rappers. Y'all did it to 6ix9ine on the dead homies that been running around 3 years without no security. No, this real. They say he got security and they use that as an excuse for why they ain't moving. Act ain't got no 15 security, nothing. Act got his cameraman. He got his
he behind the desk. He behind the desk all day.
I've never seen Act with security. Who don't?
Him with NBA YoungBoy when Birdman dapped him up. When he dapped him up at Birdman at a YoungBoy concert. That's the only time we seen Act outside.
Hey, bro, listen. Act goes to Miami. He comes to LA, and he's in Jersey and New York. What you mean? What? That's
just go back to my point. He's just hiding behind that money.
Your man. Hey man, you is so scary. I don't know what type of gangsters you is. If they're in the club and we seen, I told Suge on my phone. I said, Suge, you just disrespected this man on my phone.
Summer, suck my dick, Summer.
Hold on.
Hey, hold on.
When this see you, he gonna down for the disrespect. The man called. He was peaceful. He was humble. Trying to get you in the bag, you got the disrespect of this neighborhood. Guess what? Suge walked his happy ass in that club, and my man.
He right. He talking shit.
All that you talking about? Nah.
Wack, who knows, but
you can't compare Suge Knight to no academics. You can't do that.
Hey, what I'm saying is, stop talking like these. They not gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do nothing. Bro, listen to me. Let me explain something to you. If this artist is in his 40s and ain't did a day in jail, he ain't gonna do nothing but tell. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing.
He got 40 years of life.
Okay. All right.
All he's gonna do is tell to save himself.
Yo, Wax, chill. Don't tell him too much.
This is the truth, bro. Talk to school. Better talk school.
All right.
All right, y'all, there it is. We heading to the new year. Want to thank everybody that support the channel. Let me know what new things you want to see in 2026. We trying to expand the content. As far as the landscape for media, man, y'all see what it is. Podcasting is it. Rap ain't working. Radio ain't working. Everybody trying to pick up that mic at the crib and do a little something and create some content without becoming the content. Until next time, it's your boy The Answer. We out.
21 Savage put up a post. 6ix9ine covered this on 100 MTV. Said, we knew Gunna was a rat back then and we swept it up under the rug.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy The Answer. We just talked about this. It's over for the streets. Now they all online. F the streets. Streets is done. Pooh Shiesty, YFN Lucci, 21 Savage leading the charge. Let's get to the content.
Yo.
Wack.
What up, bro?
When are you gonna put up your street post? I'm trying to repost it.
Nah, that's just a bunch of been caught telling. Yeah, I tell the kids to stay out the streets, but the streets is the streets. All of a sudden, act on some real. Let's keep it real. Wack been pushing that movement to keep them kids out them streets. You know that. Don't get involved in this. Them the very same who they songs is telling the kids to get in the streets and do perk 30s and drink the lean and all that kind of shit. Now these cats all of a sudden is on this movement because they can't go. They wasn't saying the streets when 6ix9ine did what he did. They was pushing the streets. Now all of a sudden, this then called ratting. 21 Savage didn't expose their whole. That said, we been knew Gunna told and we swept it under the rug. But yet after that, you did a song called Take It to Trial. Didn't they all do a song? So Take It to Trial, right? So all of them been faking, all of them been fakes, right? So ain't the streets just say you tried to go over there to the rainbow community. They wouldn't let y'all in because they only want you in there when you come clean and correct. They don't want downloads over there. They want
but Wack, if you've been saying, yo.
No, I've been saying.
You've been saying keep the kids out of the streets. They're now saying it. You should support.
No. They're saying like the street code don't matter. Nah, you ass nigga, you got caught P-zelling. You got caught being a Weezak. You didn't told the truth that you knew it was a rat, but y'all stamped it anyway. This was real.
Wait, who stamped who?
21 Savage put up a post. 6ix9ine covered this on 100 TV. Said, we knew Gunna was a rat back then and we swept it up under the rug.
No.
Let's just,
you read that wrong? So
What up, everyone? It's the Nation of Podcation Daily Podcast. I'm O'Shea. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Hip-hop superstar and West Coast legend Game says he would beat Lil Wack100 up. Now, as we all know, Wack was the longtime manager of the game. They have this competitive back and forth between them two. I'm sure it's not no real issues between them two because Game has helped Wack out. Wack has helped Game out. But Game tells a story about how he met Wack100, and if he really didn't know if he could trust Wack100, and then talks about how if Wack has any smoke, he would drop Wack's little ass. No, let's take a look at this clip from Game as he explains.
Through my discography and just telling me, how shit really motivated him. And then he was telling me, he was like, nigga, remember when we was outside the Andes Hotel, nigga, and you was just you and your two homies, nigga, against the whole G-Unit and 40 Glock. He was like, nigga, I was right there with Rampart, nigga. We was like, nigga, this nigga is crazy, bro. And then Snoop and Wack had pulled up, and that's when I had pulled straps on them niggas because I didn't know what side they was on and shit. And that's the day I met Wack.
You put the strap on Wack. That's the day you met him.
Wack could tell you, bro.
Oh my God.
Because I didn't know. He hopped out the car with Suge, and my interactions with Suge over the years had always been, I don't know what this
shaky.
nigga. Bro, you don't never know what Suge on.
Yeah, he's shaky.
You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't know what niggas was on. And then I ended up exchanging numbers with Wack. Wack came in the studio. I gave that nigga like 10,000 on my pocket. It was like, nigga, you can rock, you can fuck with me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Shouts out. Now Wack is I didn't know he'll become famous. You know what I'm saying? A famous manager. You feel me?
Nigga, if you don't want your manager all on the podcast. Hey, but look, nigga. Wack, y'all Wack. These niggas be going back and forth with Wack, and the nigga Wack is with all the bullshit. But fuck Wack. Nigga, I'm not, Wack don't fucking scare me. I'll fuck Wack little ass up. On me. Pull up. Pull up and catch these hands, Scrappy dude.
Yeah.
Scrappy Doo.
You call my nigga Scrappy Doo?
Scrappy Doo.
All right, Nation, there you have it. Hey, Game is a crazy dude. Like I said, I know Game and Wack, they cool. They got this competitive thing back and forth between them. And hey, it would be a good tussle because Wack ain't no punk about his. I've seen Wack knock out a couple different guys at once, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't never seen Wack run from no fight, and he's always down to go back and forth with somebody. So, hey, I like Wack100, and he's made a name for himself coming up as from allegedly being Suge's driver and Suge's homie on up to being one of the best managers in hip hop. Now, Game, he's one of my favorite rappers, especially from the West Coast, and he ain't never scared of no fade with nobody either. Ask Razcast, 50 Cent, you know, anybody that wants any smoke with Game, he's all for it. Nation, what do you think about Game's comments on Wack? Who you think will win in the fade? You got Wack or you got Game? What you think about Game's new mixtape that he's got with DJ Drama? I liked it. I thought it was dope. I mean, song after song after song is Legend Series. Nation, what do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on your way out.
What that do if it ain't watered down, then I mean, you know, more of our own kind gonna get cut down. It's as simple as that. What's the word?
Okay, boom. So yeah, that was basically the Game saying the first time he met Wack, he put a strap out of him. Yeah, the first time he met Wack, he put a strap out on him. He said that Wack be going back and forth with a lot of people, but he ain't scared of Wack. He'll beat his little ass. He said, I'll beat Scrappy Doo's little ass. He said, pull up. That was funny. He also said, too, if you don't want your manager all on the podcast, basically saying, like, he had to cut ties with Wack, bro. He also said that he put Wack in position, gave him 10 bands after he first met him. He went to the studio with boom. We gonna be on to the next one. Before we do, make sure you follow me on like. Follow me on like. Went to the next. Follow me on Twitch, Discord, IG, TikTok, Rumble, like, share, hit that notification bell. We gone.